Hey everyone, it's your favorite gossip girl back with some juicy news. Seriously, more and more people are having enough of these influencers and their wild, controversial brand-sponsored tricks. I do not know about you, but aside from the entitlement that these people are often displaying, they are also becoming more problematic these days. But whose fault is this, though? The content creators themselves, or the brands for giving them the platform to act out as they want? Well, I bet that you have already heard of SHEIN, and with the people encouraging fast fashion, this brand is often under a lot of public scrutiny. But hey, we're going to talk about something more exciting and cringeworthy at the same time about this brand. More eyes and ears are on them, especially after they decided to sponsor a trip to a group of influencers. Sounds common? Wait till you hear the whole story, as this is different from all the usual beach getaways that other brands sponsored. SHEIN called it a PR trip as they brought their influencers to their newest factory. An ordinary and fun trip that turned out to be very messy because of the drama and teas that were spilled. I mean, it is pretty common to hear stories about influencers' drama, as they often try to act like they are high-profile A-lister celebrities. But this time, people are calling out the influencers that caused some major drama in the trip that I'm talking about. Before we dig deeper on what went down in SHEIN's factory, let us talk a bit more on this brand's popularity. There is no doubt that SHEIN is doing a great job in promoting their products and brand. Every time you open any of your social media accounts, you will surely encounter people promoting this through massive hauls. Although there are tons of good deals and items that you can find on their site that are accessible in a lot of countries around the world, we cannot deny the fact that many of their clothes and products do not live up to the customers' expectations, hence ending up in trash and donations. With the number of people that SHEIN attracted, we can only imagine all those piles of clothing that are stuck and dumped somewhere. As I've mentioned, fast fashion is becoming more and more popular these days, as many Instagram influencers and content creators feel the need to never ever repeat an outfit. So maybe you would see them wearing the item that they got from SHEIN once and then will never wear it again. Tons are practicing overconsumption while the brand is pushing overproduction that even thrift shops have hundreds of items from SHEIN. Oh, we miss the good old days where there are tons of gems and good luxury brands whenever we go thrifting. Add to the fact that before, many are going thrift shopping because they love sustainable fashion, but now these influencers really came out of nowhere and used thrifting as content. Yeah, going back to SHEIN, just think of where all those unwanted and ugly items are going to end up if no one wants to use and wear them. Okay, I'm not saying that everything that you will find on their site is not worth it, but there are more misses than hits when it comes to this brand. Not only is overproduction going to be bad for the environment, but it is also going to be a serious problem for multiple industries in the coming months and years. For sure, you have heard people talk about their serious concerns about this. There are also countless articles about them, but even though that is the case, it looks like the brand is not even pausing to acknowledge these issues as they continue to produce. But hey, things are not always black and white, because with how expensive everything is these days, people still want to enjoy fashionable items without breaking the bank. And what best way can they do that than to be a fan of brands like SHEIN? That is why this fashion retailer has really been controversial, because people have different opinions about all its good and bad effects on people, fashion, and the environment. One article stated, while fast fashion places like H&M and Zara introduce new pieces by tracking trends and going through a 3-week process to come out with new designs, SHEIN is able to use real-time data to cut this process to 5 to 7 days. This may not make sense to other people, but I am telling you that this is all so alarming. The article added, to make things worse, SHEIN pushes out designs much faster than any other retailers out there. Their own CMO Molly Meow has revealed that the company drops 700 to 1,000 new styles daily. Combined with their ultra-low prices, SHEIN is able to influence its buyers to buy more and buy more frequently, worsening the issue of a global rise in textile waste. Its environmental hazards are not the only problem that the brand creates, but also how they are treating their employees. Reports are claiming that they are making their workers spend 75 hours in their factories in a week. They are even being called out for using child labor and also putting these employees in unsafe surroundings. Those who are saying that these are all just accusations, come on guys, wake up and get out of that bubble. Or you must be one of their influencers enjoying the freebies and fame while not showing any concern for all the other things that SHEIN is stepping on.
In one factory, workers are paid roughly $500 a month to make 500 items of clothing a day. In the other, workers are paid about 4 cents an item. Both factories only give workers 1 day off per month, and workers cite consistent 18-hour days.
And yes, even though they're being called out for all these issues, they never really addressed it and just continue to make thousands of new products every day. Instead of making changes, they just rely solely on their influencers to make their way on different social media platforms and promote their brand. Don't they know that people are more critical on serious matters nowadays? They tried to copy other brands' movements and bringing their influencers to a trip, but odds are really not in their favor because even this decision turned out to be a disaster for them. But to cover up their wrongdoings, SHEIN brought their influencers to their factory in China. They really are wild and out there. If you're wondering what they are trying to pull off, then let me enlighten you. Obviously, they did not do this, so these influencers will show off to the world and their followers that SHEIN's factory is not what the critics are saying it to be. Want to be more aware of the influencers and content creators you are following? Then subscribe to our channel to learn and be a bit more critical of the people that you support online. You might have seen her or not, but she is just one of the many influencers of this problematic brand. She was already invited before by the brand on other trips. This factory might be good as they will be using it for PR, but guys, this is just one of the many factories that they have. Of course, they are going to show the best one that they have. This social media game is a real fake, and you should know it by now. Brands, people, celebrities, businesses, and influencers are mostly showing us the best parts in everything that they are doing online. Of course, they are being paid by SHEIN to promote the brand, so they would certainly say all the nicest things about the factory. It is not rocket science, really.
Get ready with me for a brand dinner with the president of the company. Okay, so tonight I am going to catch steak and I am meeting with the president of SHEIN. Do I believe that SHEIN has made mistakes? Absolutely. Do I think that they are capable of coming back and being a better company and a better brand? Yes.
Oh boy, why are tons of influencers like this? Practicing something that is not aligned with what they are saying. Of course, you would say all of that to encourage your followers that they are supporting the right person and the right brand. I guess it all boils down to the amount of money that you would be willing to take to buy your silence at the end of the day. SHEIN is really spoiling all these influencers while overworking and underpaying all the workers that are putting all the time and sweat in making their products. This is pure cruelty, and we are not hating, you know. We are just spreading awareness because many of these people are just really out and spewing lies and misinformation everywhere.
China trip has been one of the most life-changing trips of my life. Getting to see the whole process of SHEIN clothing from beginning to end with my own two eyes was so important for me. Kicking off the trip by heading to the factory of the leading manufacturer for SHEIN was the perfect way to start. I was really excited and impressed to see the working conditions. The next day, we headed to the SHEIN Innovation Center.
Oh my gosh, I am surely not alone in getting secondhand embarrassment from everything that she is claiming. An investigative journalist? Come on, have some shame. She even wrote this on Instagram. It is truly concerning how more and more influencers are not using their platform correctly and more progressively. There are only a few people online who are just being honest with their reviews and taking on certain matters. Everything is going digital, and all these brands, companies, and businesses are seeing the positive effects of influencer marketing for their products and services, but we should all be informed about the people that we follow and the brands that we support. If all this misinformation continues, more problems and issues will arise in the coming years. These people could write long paragraphs and create tons of videos for as long as they want, but it is our responsibility to actually uncover the truth about them and the things that they promote online. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and click on the notification below to be updated whenever we have a new update. Until next time, stay tuned for more juicy gossip.